I mean, obviously, it was a wild athlete and entire team. What was it like for you getting out of the last week or so?
It felt good being out there. Definitely really good to get a win. I thought I was gonna be a little winded out there, but I didn't get as tired as I was expected. So yeah, I was just happy with the way we played overall. Everybody moved the ball and played together, shot open shots, and feel like we played great defense, especially down the stretch.
Josh, you guys have kind of been searching for that cohesion throughout this year with so many guys in and out of the lineup. Is it funny that it came at a time when you guys haven't been together for almost a week and a half and 2 weeks, and you guys just pick it up and maybe?
Yeah, it is funny. It's always. I feel like it's always been there. The thing that I've kind of feel like set us back a little bit was missing Kelly. I feel like Kelly's a really big piece of this team. He's a ball mover. He just understands the game of basketball. So when he went down, it was just a lot more that we had to figure out. And yeah, we just couldn't. So today, the past couple of weeks I've been watching for a little bit of time that I've been out, and we just got back to playing that style of basketball. Everybody's sharing the ball, guys are moving without the ball, and it's just making it really easier and more fun to play.
Just look from the eye test that I think it was 31 assists on 44 makes, just cuts, little simple things, and it wasn't one or two guys who were doing it. Everybody was doing it. Was that something you guys have worked on in practice yesterday, or just?
We've been working on that all year. I ain't gonna lie. I've been wondering when we were going to, finally figure it out. We've done it in stretches. We've done it for minutes throughout a game, but never like today where we did it for a whole game. So that was a really big step for us to come out and play with that aggression and togetherness for an entire 48 minutes.
Getting a win like this over the defending champion, just what can it do? It's just a building block for you guys to down the road.
It just shows us that we can play with anybody, no matter who we have on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Guys are out, obviously. Guys are injured. Guys are out with COVID. But I've always felt like no matter who we put out there, there's a way to win a game. You just got to play together and play hard. And we did those things today.
What was the past 10 days like for you? Were you binge watching movies? Were you able to do stuff? Or did you spend a lot of time?
Yeah, I'm a big movie guy. I watched a lot of movies, a lot of shows. But I finally got back to playing my video game a lot. My house is actually under renovations right now. And I just got my theater room finished. And I've got like this big video board. It's like 4 65-inch TVs that all come together in one. I was just sitting there and play the game all day. That's what I was doing. It's called 𝐒𝐿𝐴PEX. I play that in UFC. Those are the only two games I really play.
Who's your man on
Valkyrie or 𝐒𝐿𝐴H𝐿𝐿. Yeah.
What's the difference between Saddiq Bey and Headband D?
Oh man, big difference. I'm just happy to see he got his confidence. The game's always been there, but for him to be able to put together a stretch of games like this, where he's coming out and playing really well and consistent, it's really good. That does a lot for his confidence. And like I said, we always knew the game was there, but it's good to see it finally, coming out and with some consistency.
When you guys are able to watch from afar and kind of see a different Diallo and Saddiq taking on that bigger role, do you see things differently from that perspective? Guys have said
no, no, I don't. All these guys here at one point in time have been the best. You know what I'm saying? So that never leaves you. You come to the league, you play, and people try to tell you who you are and what you can do. And sometimes some guys buy into it and fall into it, but everybody in this league has game. Everybody here can play. And at one point in time, everybody was a star player. And that star player is still inside of everybody in this league. So I wasn't surprised at all. I knew what 𝐒𝐿𝐴H𝐿𝐿 could do. I knew what Saddiq could do. It's just about being in a position and having guys around you that are going to help you, get to that.
What's been the difference this season you think compared to last season? Obviously, there's been a rough stretch with injuries and everything. Do you think that's just kind of changed the feeling of this season, given that you guys really have not had a full roster?
Definitely. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, losing Kelly was, such a big loss for us. And then I think another big difference from this year to last year was just experience. We had a couple older guys on the team, and Wayne Ellington and Mason Plumlee, a couple other guys too. But yeah, we just missing that experience. That's all. All right. Thank you.
obviously being in the competition for the just how did you feel coming back tonight?
I felt good. I was happy to be back. Really just be back in the game, back with the squad. For a second, it kind of felt like I was playing in cold weather a little bit, just how my chest was feeling, just getting back out there. But I felt good. I was glad. How many minutes I played? Yeah, Coach trust me, I played 37 minutes. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, I like that.
The ball movement tonight, 31 assists. I think you guys have had 30-plus assists twice this year, and you're 2-0 in those games. I know you guys have been searching for that cohesion consistently. Is it a little funny that after all you guys have been out and the first time kind of the band almost gets back together, that this is the performance you have against the world champs?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, us trying to play together, us trying to play for each other. And sometimes, it takes, me, Sadiq, whoever the guys that had the ball all the time, just, forcing motion, forcing movement for us. And I think we did a good job of that. And I think everybody just played for each other. Nobody cared about who was, scoring the ball. So, good win. I mean, that's why we won the game, just because of that.
They got it down to 5 in the last minute and tried to lane. They put back up your run. That's what is your mindset that was there? It looked like they were back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, just you gotta try to make a play. I think I drove first. Giannis was at the rim. Tried to double clutch. Missed it. I mean, scrambled for it. I got the ball back, but my teammates trust me with the ball at the end of the game after missing so many games. So I appreciate them for that, and I'm glad I got to make a play.
You guys told Sadiq he's not allowed to take the headband off?
Nah, but I don't. I mean, I think if we seen him with it off, we'll probably say something. But right now, I mean, he's just on his own. He's doing his thing. So, I'm just happy for him. I'm glad he's playing the way he's playing. But we all seen it coming. I mean, he's been doing this since training camp. So, glad it's going for him.
That's what I was going to ask. He's not doing anything much different than he was at the beginning of the year. The ball is just going through the net.
Right.
From your perspective as a teammate, did you see him when the shots weren't falling, kind of searching for answers, and maybe that dug him, I don't know, in terms of confidence, maybe dug him in a deeper hole, and once you see a couple shots fall, it changes things for you?
I mean, like you said, he's been taking the same shots. And when he was missing shots, he never got down on himself. Like he's still gonna get to his spots. He's still gonna, play the game the way he plays it. So, right now I think it's just he's seen a few go in, guys, missing games, and he stepped into that role ready to take it on. And I mean, we needed that from him. And he's not gonna slow down. I believe that. So we just got to keep making sure we get him in his spots and allow him to play his game.
You had so much downtime when you were in the protocols. What do you do? How do you spend that time? Is it movies, video games? Is there something you primarily do?
Yeah, I was watching a lot of movies. I'm not gonna lie. I had never watched Ozark, so I got on Ozark, which is hard. I'm not even gonna lie, they go hard. So got on that. I started playing Nintendo Switch a little bit, Super Mario Bros. I mean, other than that, man, watching basketball, all the regular stuff for real.
Watching that Sadiq and 𝐒𝐂𝐈, along with the Cruz guys, get that win against San Antonio, coming back from that, do you think that, I mean, everybody's eager to get back. Do you think that's big fun for you guys to see those guys go out there and do what they did?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they played their tails off. So we wanted to keep that momentum going. We knew it was going to be tough. I mean, the Bucks are a great team, so we knew it wasn't going to be easy to come in their house and win, but we believed that we could win. And I think, from first quarter after we, stayed in, I think we were, down 2 after the first? If I could find, yeah, down 2. So, yeah, I mean, we stuck in it. First game, we played them here. They came out in the first quarter and beat us up, and it was tough for us to get back from that. So we wanted to make a point to, make a hit early and then, stay with it, stay consistent through the game. So we did that, came out with a win.
Especially after the last 2 weeks, injured, protocols, just come on the road and beat the defending champs. So this one just almost like a bigger, breath of fresh air to get everything been going through.
Definitely, this was a big win for us. Breath of fresh air for sure. Just, everybody can kind of cool out and just, now just play their game, not think so much. Because winning, I mean, when you're losing, all the other stuff is kind of amplified. You know, all the problems that you're having or whatever. But when you can find ways to win and you know, stick together through tough games and pull out a victory, I mean, everything else you can work through a lot easier with a clear mind. So I think we have that clear mind now. We're just ready to keep moving forward, trying to build on it.
In terms of ball movement, was that as happy as you've been in quite some
It
time?
really was. The guys shared the ball with 31 assists. You know, and at the end of it, we made shots. We made 18 threes, 18 for 43. That was the difference in the game. It was such a differential in the free throw attempts that we had to make it up some way, and we did with the three-point shooting.
The big thing on his relocation after the catch, he seems like he's been really working on that, but he gets a good clean look off that pump fake and one little step over. What's he done to make that big
Well,
step?
Rod, and it's sad to say this, he was doing the same thing when he was started the year. Those shots, just for whatever reason, were not going in. You can look at his shot attempts early, same side steps, same plays, same spot ups. You know, sometimes guys need to see it go through the basket. And I think that's what helped his confidence and belief in his shot, that he hadn't forgot how to shoot the ball.
One game out of 82, but to get a win on the road against the champions, just looking at those confidence.
Well, just what I mentioned to Rod, you know, confidence is a huge thing. It's fleeting. You can have it one game and lose it the next, but I see guys growing, their confidence growing. Kid like Sadiq, kid like 𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋 have some good games, some good runs, and now they can string it together in certain situations. With 𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋 going in there, finishing at the rim against 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻, Sadiq shooting the ball the way he is. Those are byproducts of the really, really good basketball they've been playing in the last few games. Even though we didn't come out with wins, they still were playing good basketball. So I think the confidence level for young players is something you really can't put your finger on. But I know with Sadiq seeing the ball go through the basket, 𝐒𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋 scoring the way he did, Josh coming off the bench scoring the way he did, is a byproduct of just believing that they can compete in this league.
So many guys back and you think they'll be able to pass up to the bench line kind of 2 weeks when everybody comes back and you get something.
Well, hopefully it does. Oh, I think you know, getting our guys back, the log jams, you know, is you can't play everybody big minutes. That's the tricky thing. We talked about that earlier. That somehow, some way, we got to make sure everybody fits in the role, which they did tonight. Sadiq stayed in his role. 𝐒𝐈𝐈𝐃 stayed in his role. Josh came off the bench in his role. I thought Justin Robinson played a big time game in his role off the bench, handling the basketball. So it was an excellent team win, and everybody kind of seamlessly went into their roles tonight. And now the key is we're getting Jeremy back in a few whenever he comes back, and then Kelly back and Isaiah back, and now continue to get everybody in that role, in their groove.
Josh seemed like he kind of sort of before he entered protocol, kind of teetered in out the rotation a little bit for him to come in and score.
It was great. It's great to see. It was great to see Josh come out after being out of the rotation a little bit. But he came out tonight and played, shot the ball extremely well. But his defense also against 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿𝐻 was really solid too. So he had a good all-around game. And you know, again, competition is great for everybody. He and 𝐒𝐈𝐃𝐋 are kind of competing for that position, and which is good for them and good for the team.
I was going to ask you about Justin Robinson. I feel like he played all of the fourth quarter, if not most of it. Didn't turn the ball over too much, I don't think at all. Solid defense. When did you know you would ride with him for the rest of the game?
Well, it was just his comfort level. I've always felt like players that come back against their former teams play well. They play with the edge, a chip on the shoulder a little bit. But the young man, know he's been in the league now, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it's been. He's confident in his role. He didn't get rattled, didn't turn it over, missed some wide open looks, made one. But all around, I like this composure. And you need that alongside Cade when they put their best, probably one of the best point guard defenders in the league in Jrue Holiday. So we needed somebody in there next to Cade to kind of take the pressure off him a little bit.
The past couple of weeks, we've seen where you guys have been there, you've had a lead to a point that you just couldn't hold off the run. But it seemed like every time the Bucks made a run tonight, you guys were able to answer, get a three, do something else to stem that, and you never let them get too far ahead where you couldn't catch them. What did you think was different tonight in that?
Well, again, experience. Been there so many times, so it's got to turn at some point. Guys been in the same situation. Here's a turnover there. Here's a turnover here. Miss shot here. You drop your head. Team's going to make runs in this league, but it takes that being in that position so many times as a player to be able to handle those minutes and handle those situations. And tonight, I thought we did probably one of the best jobs of holding off the team that was trying to make a run, even though we had a 7-point lead, 9-point lead. Didn't feel like it was enough because they'd come down and score, but we would come down and answer. So that comes through experience. I thought Cade was cool down the stretch, even with a guy like Jrue Holiday, which is not easy. So it takes that composure. I thought Justin Robinson gave us some of that composure, down the stretch.
Every game matters, obviously, but for this team, I mean, you have an overtime win against Spurs Saturday night, and then they come out and play a pretty solid 48 minutes against the defending champs. Games like this, like they kind of.
It should, it should give us confidence, and it's not going to change the world. We still got to go to Charlotte and play against Charlotte as a young team Wednesday night or whenever it is Wednesday night. Then we got the Grizzlies who just went into Brooklyn to beat Brooklyn. So not easy. Growing in this league is not easy, but this is an excellent step for us to take against the world champion, who is probably, I said before the game, one of the most balanced rosters in the league. Thank you.